James Stadium. Today, two NFC South teams set to tangle. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off and running from Raymond James. Trevor Etienne to return this. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his third season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback, that high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
They'll start on the ground. Gallup. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Young. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until they play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball, and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Into the hands of Leggett. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Yards. That's good for a Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Shotgun give now to Dowdle. He dodged the tackle. And he has this down to the 34. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You want to drain some of the excitements of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Young on the play action. That's complete. Sanders has got it outright. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Five still to go here. This is 2nd down. They'll go with Dowdle on the run. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
But looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Boy, saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. On play action, here's Young. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. They can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game, and that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9, now 9 is what they need on 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Panthers, 1st down. 1st and goal, Carolina.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB-receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
From the red zone on 1st. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send him back to the line for 2nd and goal. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
The tight end in motion now. Shotgun snap now to Young. Flushed out of the pocket. And he has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
There's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field, you just say their name and just some adjectives and attributes pop up right away. Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough, a will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see himself back in the starting role. Not surprised at all to see him flourish. The dude is mentally tough, he's mentally strong, and he typically makes the most of his opportunities.
And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Bucs have the first.
I can assure you of one thing, that carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. That's complete. Downfield to Godwin. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
So that's one quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. 7-0 is our score. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. On the give, this is Irving. And he's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
This is Irving on second. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
14 yards. That's another Buccaneers first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First down, here's Baker. He's got it. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. On the return, this is ETN. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Carolina offense out and ready to go for their second drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. First and 10 now from the 30. On the counter, Dowdle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun here. McMillan on the slant. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A nice skate of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
First down from the 42. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. Get some space around midfield. And they send him out of bounds right as he was coming up to that marker block. It's going to be 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. They're going play action. Young. Excellent protection so far. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Young's going to sneak it. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Off the play fake, it's Young. Pulled in by Tommy Tremble. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Panthers first.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Brought in right side by McMillan. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
1st down. Young. Throws caught. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Dowdle will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Cage. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Need hardly anything here. 2nd and inches. Dowdle again. And this time he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get some late points and the lead. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the 2nd time around.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Tucker now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And they can try to move this into field goal range, Brock, if they so choose. 55 seconds left. offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver left. 1st down throw here. Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. Catch made left side by Ibuka. And he's going to be hit and sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Once more, it's Mayfield. Complete to his man, Sterling Shepard. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the 3rd quarter. And a 1-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Cameron Johnson. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Buccaneers getting their offense set to go to begin the 3rd. It's a touchdown ball game, right? It's 1st and 10. They're going to start the half with a give to Irving. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Mayfield now from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs from 37. Here's the give to Irving. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
He was brought down by Trevin Wallace. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Right back to Irving now. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Third down. Here's Mayfield. Big gain downfield. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Trying for Evans, but it's intercepted. And this is going to be a pick 6. He's in for the Carolina touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the Bucs come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers double their lead to 14.
Buccaneers 7.
Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Tucker now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here come the Bucs on offense now. And the goal for this drive, Brock, moving past the way their last one ended. They give to Irving to start this drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Here's Baker. We've got a screen to the running back. Well, this certainly makes the third down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Mayfield keeps it himself. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Running for it, here's Irving. They blow this play up. They're humbled and sent off the field here with a loss of yards and a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Carolina about set to go once again offensively. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Young. Brought in right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers have likely locked up the win right there. Well, no doubt about it, Brock. That was a route they worked on in practice, and it manifested in a touchdown when the downs counted here.
And no doubt about it, Kate, you grew up watching and celebrating Jerry Rice running that exact route, didn't you?
Yes, sir. You know it. You know it.
He was so good at it. Every receiver could do it some of the time, but Jerry and the best of them, they do it all the time, just like that one right there.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Panthers stretch their lead to 21. Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond. On that 25-yard line. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield with a blitz coming. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now here's Mayfield. Down the field, Evans has it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Football's on the 48. Here we go, 1st down. Baker now. He finds Otten on the slant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Evans, the motion man here. Mayfield to throw again. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. This goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Baker throwing again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Throwing again. It's Mayfield. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in his game partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And they knock away another one. 3 straight passes, Brock failing to connect. That brings us to 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate. That was 1 hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. He finds it beyond the marker. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Sticking in the air. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to have the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get it back to within 2 possessions. Baker Mayfield, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers get it back to a 14-point game.
28. Buccaneers, 14.
Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Here's Darrell straight up the middle. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
New set of downs for him from the 31. They send the tight end in motion. Going to the ground again on first. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They break the huddle. It's second down now. Shotgun snap now to Young. Short pass brought in. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on second down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
12 yards on the play. Leads to 3rd down and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Gonna keep this one and go. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're gonna have 4th down coming up. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on 4th down. It's a 38-yard look here. Fitzgerald sends this through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you can call this one, okay? This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback.
Johnson with a return here. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Evans brings in the slant. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Baker now from the gun. Galloping inside the 40. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. And he finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. 1st down, here's Baker. Setting up the running back screen. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Once more, it's Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. Think this might be a hold, partner. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Mayfield now from the gun. Catch made over the middle. And talk about a good gain when they needed it. So that's 13 on second down. Now only a yard to go here on third.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Third and short, Mayfield. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's making a bid for it. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
That catch is made near the edge. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Irving can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for third and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Desperation time here on fourth. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get it back to within 2 possessions. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers cut the lead down to 10.
Panthers 31, Buccaneers 21.
Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And the Panthers recover the onside kick. That should lock up this win.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Line up the design keeper. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners. As with that, we sign off from Tampa.